Today we're going to talk about Euphorbiaceae, which are commonly known as spurges. There's about 7,500 species with 275 genera. Some of the most common genera are Acalipha, which are known as copperleaf, Jatropha, which are also known as Jatropha, Mercurialis, or mercury, Omphalia, Phyllanthus, and Euphorbia, which are also known as spurges. Here we have Acalipha. This is a popular shrub of tropical gardens. They have red and pink foliage. They're native to Polynesia. This is Jatropha. These have a short trunk that's swollen at the base, and they have red clusters of small flowers with 3 to 5 lobed palmate leaves. These are native in the New World and Old World tropics. Mercurialis has clusters of small, green, non-petaled male and female flowers, and they're borne on separate plants, which means they're imperfect. They are also found in Europe, Asia, and North Africa. These are Omphalia. They have yellow nuts, which are about 1.5 inches thick, and they're edible if the poisonous embryo is removed before you eat them. They're native to West India, and they're cultivated in Europe. This is Phyllanthus. Some of these have flattened green stems that function as leaves, and they're found in coastal areas. Here we have Euphorbia, or the spurge. These are a diverse worldwide genus, which include many species that are mostly found in the arid parts of Africa and India. Sometimes they look like cactus plants. There's also a more common form that we know that are found in Mexico. These are the poinsettia, which are pictured here to the right. Poinsettia are also available in white, pink, mottled, and they have striped bracts, but the solid red is the most popular in demand around Christmas. They grow about 3 meters high in warm outdoor areas, but only about 1 meter high in northern areas when they're potted. Now for the flower. These flowers can be monoecious. Both male and female reproductive organs are in the same individual if it's monoecious, or they can be dioecious, which is when the male and female reproductive organs are in separate individuals. They have radial symmetry, and because they're in such a large family, they have a lot of varied flower structures. So they can have 1 to 10 stamen, which is the male fertilization organ, or sometimes they can even have more than that. The female flowers are hypogynous, or they have a superior ovary which is positioned above the receptacle of the flower. Genera that are in the tribe Euphorbiaceae have a highly specialized false flower, or pseudanthium, which is made of several true flowers. This is called a cyathium, as pictured up close on the right. In the middle of a ring of male flowers here is a female flower with a single pistil. The pistil is the female reproductive organ, and it has branched stigmas, which are the parts of the flower that receive the pollen during the pollination period. Actual footage of one of these cyathiums is on the left. Now for the fruit of spurges. They're usually a schizocarp, which means that it has a dry fruit that splits into single-seeded parts when it is ripe, although they potentially have 3 seeds per capsule, depending on the flower. There's a wide variety of size, shape, and surface features, and some species have seeds that have fleshy appendages, which is called a caruncle, above the point of attachment to the central column of the fruit. Sometimes they're also considered a drupe, which is a fleshy fruit with thin skin and a central stone that contains the seed of the plant. Now, spurges are of economical importance. The Hevea brasiliensis is of great economical importance. It's the most important species of its genus because of the milky latex that's extracted from the tree. This latex is the primary source of natural rubber. That is why this plant is called the rubber tree. Over to the right is pictured where said latex is being extracted from one of the rubber trees. These are some of the seeds from the plant They're oily seeds and they're fed to livestock and eaten by people only after certain treatments are applied to the seeds. Its wood is also sometimes made into charcoal. Now for some local examples of spurges. Along the East Coast, we have Pychandra procumbens, a member of the boxwood family that's more commonly called a legony spurge. It stays green during most of the U.S. year-round when the winters are mild, but in cold areas, its growth dies down while its underground roots stay alive. It also has white and pink fragrant flowers for about 1 to 2 weeks in the spring, but then it's dark green all summer long. All in all, a legony spurge is a very useful ground cover plant. And, of course, we have to give credit to our sources. That's all. Thanks for listening.